From New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Now, here's Wendy.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for watching our show. Say hello to my co-host, my studio audience. How you doing? I'm doing okay. Let's get started. It's time for what? Hot Topics. Come on. Welcome back, Cop. The dogs are here and everything. I love it. Looks better. Hi. So this morning, everybody, my co-hosts were in line for the show, so they didn't get a chance to see. I'm filling you in for the first time. Did you watch R. Kelly sitting with Oprah's Gayle? It was riveting TV, believe me you. R spoke out for the first time about being charged with 10 counts of sexual abuse against 4 women. 3 are allegedly minors. So Robert pled not guilty. He sat with Gayle in what? Look, you know I'm a body linguist. I study the body language. You could tell a liar, you could tell somebody who loves you, you could tell somebody who's flirting with you, you can tell somebody who can't stand you. I gotta tell you something about this R. Kelly. He's very confident in the way he's talking to Gayle. He opens his legs, he's leaning forward, he's engaging in the conversation. He's not breaking his glance at her, nothing. So you watch him while you watch him with Gayle. Take a look.
Everybody said something bad about me. Nobody said nothing good. They was describing Lucifer. I'm not Lucifer.
Have you ever had sex
No.
with anyone under the age of 17?
No. How stupid would I be to do that?
I didn't say you
That's
were holding...
stupid, guys.
I didn't...
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years of my career.
Robert.
30 years of my career. Y'all trying to kill me. You're killing me, man. I hope this camera keep going.
No, we're going to let the camera keep rolling.
This is not true.
I mean, where do we go with this? First of all, did you see that body language? He's confident, he believes he's innocent. Clap if you believe he's innocent. Okay, okay. Cute. In my opinion, he shouldn't have done this interview because people's opinions are already out there. The reason why he said he wanted to do it was because social media is now ripping him apart. You know, everybody is a keyboard gangster with a picture. So it's not just the press and it's not just, you know, hardened news talking about R. Kelly or Hot Topics or whatever. It's you, John Q. Public, and he's tired of it. So he went and he spoke with Gayle. And one person in our morning bureau meeting said, do you think she was scared when he stood up? I said, no, you know they have loaded snipers right behind Gayle. At this point, R. Kelly's got nothing to lose. He's a sick man. You know, he is, I went from feeling, and you know I've been around for a very long time. I'm going back to the radio days. For those of you who know that part of Wendy, you know I've been around. The thing about R. Kelly is that I went from finding him hella guilty to guilty and feeling really sorry for him, to guilty and wanting him to get help. His help is not behind bars. I don't know where his help is. His help is not, and there needs to be help for the victims, including the victims' parents, because you don't let your little 14-year-old, 9-year-old lay up and be around a grown man. See. This is not just Robert Kelly. This is a whole, stable of people that he had involved. And it's not just R. Kelly. This is going on around our country. He's just bringing light to something that if this is you, maybe you'll one day, have the guts to say something so that people get exposed. It's just terrible. This is terrible, And he has until, well, let's see, here, it's almost 10 minutes after 10 o'clock here in New York. We're live. Look, he was supposed to be, what was he doing, Norman, at 10 o'clock?
Pay his child support. About $161,000. And he had until 10 a.m. and it's 10:06.
Shout out to everybody in Chicago. Watch our show, but please get with us on YouTube. We're live. Listen, the $160,000 he owes to his wife, his ex-wife, Andrea Kelly. Andrea has 2 of his kids. People are still shocked that R. Kelly has kids. Did you see him when Gail asked him about, well, what if this is one of your daughters, and what if you found out that one of your daughters was touched by a grown man? He went nuts. Well, Gail also sat down with 2 of his current girlfriends. Now, these are grown women who are current girlfriends as of today, current girlfriends. Jocelyn Savage is 23 and Azraelia Clary is 21. And part 2 of this interview is going to, or that part of the interview with the girls is going to air on Friday. This is must-watch TV. I mean, what could they possibly say? What could they say? If you think that R. Kelly is twisted and sick in his own way, then you've got to put it off onto everybody involved, including these grown women. Terrible, terrible. And so he is back in court on March 22nd for the next layer. After he leaves court this morning with the child support, he goes back on March 22nd. I'll try to keep you up to date as much as possible. Okay. People are very upset about Will Smith. Excuse me, hater? You don't even know what I'm gonna say, you just don't like him? You better do your work, my co-host. Yes. He came prepared. This is what you do. You come to the show, you help. That's why you're my co-host. Yes, I was talking about him playing the role of Richard Williams, Venus and Serena's father, in the movie. Relax. There's a biopic that's being worked on. Will Smith Company is producing the biopic. When you produce things, that's your money that you're putting up, which means you're gonna wanna make your money back and then some. And you're gonna want somebody who draws people to the box office. And I know what you're saying. Well, he's too light to play Richard. Look, I gotta tell you something. And this is a story that needs to be told. Can you please stop? Now, I agree with you. During the entire time I'm watching the story, all I'd be looking at is, this is not Richard, this is Will. But the story is gonna be told correct. Idris Elba could play it, Richard. Mahershala Ali, double Oscar winner, could play. And people were saying also Chadwick Boseman. But Mahershala Ali, I know he just won 2 Oscars, but he's still not grabbing me at the box office, me personally, for this particular. I know what you're saying about Idris, but he gets everything. Can you please spread it around? And this Chadwick Boseman, I know he's been in stuff and he's good, but he's not dragging me out of the bed to the box office. It's the story that's bringing me to the box office. To me, it's okay if Will plays, I just want that story, damn it. Because with Will, his production company that's producing it, he's a box office draw. When you hear Will Smith's involved in anything, you drop your kids and you go. Or if it's family friendly, you bring your kids with you. In the case of these other people, and you don't want so-so in these economic times. You want all your money back. The bigger picture is who's gonna play Venus and Serena and how much will you guys be complaining? You would be a very good Serena Williams, ma'am. And I was gonna suggest, and I was gonna suggest that the people who play Venus and Serena don't necessarily need to be famous box office draws because now they got Will. Now all they need are girls who are gonna tell the story, and I really don't wanna be distracted by, famous girls. You'd be a perfect grown Venus Serena. Yes, yeah. It's no word on when this movie's coming out or what it's coming out on. I don't know whether it's gonna be like on Lifetime or Netflix or HBO or in the movie theater. This story, I have to say, I can't wait. You know, they had a sister who was killed in Compton. And Richard woke them up. Matthew Noel style, you know how Matthew trained the girls to run in heels and stuff like that. Richard woke these girls up at the crack of dawn, to perfect their craft. I mean, it's a real, you can't tell this story without a good Richard. And I can't wait to see it. I don't much remember their mother's role in their lives other than birthing them. I don't remember her role as being, an outspoken person in their careers, but I don't know who's gonna play her, but just everyone, just tell the story and let's brace ourselves. So the Jonas Brothers are back together after splitting up nearly 6 years ago. Good. I love the Jonas Brothers. They're from Jersey, I'm from Jersey. I like to show crew love. So here's the deal. So they broke up 6 years ago, did you even realize they broke up? I didn't even realize. You know what I thought? I thought that they just all went to do their separate projects the way groups do. But apparently they broke up because they weren't getting along. Well, Nick tried to play Beyonce. Nick. And that's when he went out lifting up his shirt and showing his washboards. And all that worked. I didn't think that they broke up though, and then he got engaged and now he's married to Priyanka Chopra, Well, they told James Corden, that they had to work out a few issues to get back together. Here they are, take a look.
We've literally spent a year basically doing therapy, kind of working through some things and figuring out what this next chapter would look like.
Nothing better to do than on camera.
On camera,
Sure.
Yeah. So we've had to be really open and honest, and there are things from the past I think bothered us from time to time, even in our performances.
Well, they're all married or in love right now. And so look, they're good together. They're good apart. None of them need the money. One of them, the one in the middle, he's the one married to Danielle, and they had the kid on the reality show. Do you remember they had the reality show? And now he flips real estate in Jersey and around the world or something. So he doesn't need the money. The other one doesn't need the money. He's doing his thing, and Nick doesn't need the money. It's not a money thing. You know what I think it is? With the world imploding all around us, it must be nice traveling the world with your siblings, because at least if you're gonna fight with somebody, everybody's talented, everybody knows their role. Even when they fight with each other, the source of the fight is only gonna go but so far. But my thought about them, and the oldest Jonas, by the way, is 31. So just so you know, I don't know who would be going out to see the Jonas Brothers. Are these 15-year-old? No jokes. No, I'm serious. Look, who goes to see the Jonas Brothers? Is that a 15-year-old these days? Okay, clap if you're going to see the Jonas Brothers. Okay. Grown 30 and 40 somethings okay. Listen, just don't promise too many cities because girls like these change their minds at any given time. Just one city at a time. They're not the Jonas Brothers anymore. They're known as Jonas, just Jonas. So good luck with them. Yeah. By the way, Amazon Prime is doing a documentary on them. See, I care about that. Amazon Prime, thank you. All right. They tell me that the next story, I should warn you. Personally speaking, I like seeing disgusting stuff on TV. Even while I'm eating, it never bothers me. Do you have a light constitution? I don't have a light constitution, but if you do, you might want to turn your back. All right, but don't go far, because we still have more show. Colin Quinn is here, okay? Relax. All right, so last night, did you see, clap if you saw the premiere of a new show called Tobro? Okay, only me, Norman, and Bookman, Queen of the Bureau, saw it. You guys, okay, get into it. Okay. It's about a podiatrist. He's good looking, depending on what you like. There he is. It's about a podiatrist. He's from like the Midwest. He treats his patients with big problems with their feet. Now, we all got feet, we all got, do you relax? Maybe all you have is a fungus and an ingrown nail. But that ain't gonna get the ratings, honey. So I'm gonna show you part of what well then, 3, 2, 1, hit it.
I treat warts, ingrowns, fungus, any condition, no matter how severe. My job might not be pretty, but I keep the world moving. If you have foot problems, I'm your man.
Fabulous. I mean, the show follows this guy and his patients with, feet problem. And by the way, it's also following in the steps of Dr. Pimple Popper. Do you like that show? Oh, look at her. Look at her. She's squeezing. Yeah. Why is my mouth watering for that? I gotta tell you. Okay, Dr. Pimple Popper, first of all, is also easy on the eye. She's very smart, like Harvard smart. She's got a really excellent practice. She's got a good bedside manner and really good people who work with her. She's not messy or sloppy in her own way, which a lot of times we like mess and slop. But what she is she brings on good patients. Like, you just think a little pimple, a little whitehead is good, you know. You want to get up in the mirror for a blackhead. No, you saw what she does. And then by the end of the episode, she has it sewn back together and she's seeing the patient, and all of a sudden the patient's not dealing with what they were doing. It's really something. Listen, I like Dr. Pimple Popper and I like Dr. Toe, but you know what? Both of these shows really do follow in the footsteps of Botched. You know, a show that has shown some, and you know I love the gory and I love the plastic surgery, but I do find myself having to turn away at Botch. You know, it gets like really gross, but I always turn back because I love the doctors. Like, I love their bedside manner and I love their friendship with each other. And their personalities are really good. And they do a little study of the prospective patients, and they will send you away if they think that you were a little cuckoo and don't need to be having, you know, your 5th butt implant or something like that. So anyway, this is the way the world is going, everybody. And so either get with it or not. The Tobro airs Tuesday night, everyone, at 10 o'clock on A&E. Now, clap if you have a tattoo. Clap if you wouldn't dare soil yourself. Wow. It's a 50-50. I have tattoo. I don't like my tattoo. I told you, it's over my tummy tuck. You know, when I'm on vacation, you see it because I wear a low bikini bottom, and there you see it. Still. So Halle Berry showed off her latest tattoo, and fans aren't really sure whether they like it or not. Personally speaking, I love it. But Hallie, I know that you and your daughter play around with henna, and I'm sure that this is henna. This is not a real tattoo. Hallie is 51 years old, and Hallie's got a beautiful back, and you know, like tan in all the right places, muscular but not mannish, you know what I mean? Like feminine, good. Look, she's cooking, like that. Don't ya? I think that the tattoo is hot. You think it's hot? It's hot, Hallie. Hey, everybody, clap a little louder. We got more great show for you. The very funny Colin Quinn is here. So grab a snack and come on back.